Chard'e. I stay with that cash, just like Chard'e.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tasia. If you don't know, now you know. And today we are taming this lion's den. It looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I got a wig on the way. My wig is gonna be here tonight, but until my wig gets here, I need to do something to my hair because I'm hanging out with my friends today. So we're just gonna comb it out, detangle it, and do something natural. Today's video is just gonna be like a small Q&A while y'all get ready with me. So shout out to you guys because y'all left me some questions. A few days ago, I did like the questions on my Instagram story and allowed people to ask questions there. And I also added, I think it's called a Not Gonna Lie or NGL. I added one of those links to my YouTube right under my bio, so you guys can ask me any questions, leave any comments, concerns, confessions, anything, whenever, and I'll get a notification to my phone. So make sure you guys utilize the links under my bio. Let me tell y'all, first things first, what I'm gonna try to do to my hair. So what I'm gonna do is a hairstyle that I be doing when I don't feel like doing my hair for real. I'm gonna just part it down the middle like this. And I'm gonna take these two pieces and I'm gonna pull them to the back like this. And then all of this that's out in the back, I'm gonna just, detangle it, get my curls going. I got, I almost spilled it. I got my spray bottle with some water in it, a little bit of this conditioner. I got leave-in conditioner, and I got this hair cream growth oil stuff. So I'm gonna put all of that in my spray bottle and mix it up and make some hair crack, and that's what we're gonna use to revive the curls. The first question is, why did you start YouTube? That is a really good question. Well, for those of y'all who don't know, I started my YouTube literally a year ago. Christmas Eve of 2022 is when I made my channel. So this Christmas Eve just made 1 year. So I had made it because I remember I was on winter break and I just felt like I wasn't being productive. There was nothing to do. I was very bored. And also, like, not to toot my own horn, okay? But a lot of people who know me in real life just tell me like I'm funny, I got a lot of personality. And I personally feel like I be having a lot of energy and a lot to say and nowhere to put it. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I have friends and family I could talk to, but I know they get tired of me talking. Sometimes I get tired of me talking. So yeah, I decided to make a YouTube so I could just come on here and dump my daily thoughts, etc. The next question is career plans. Ooh, this is a good one. Ow. I feel like I say this all the time, but I do have a lot of new subscribers. And shout out to y'all, hello. But for all of my new subscribers or people who may not know, my plan is to start my own interior design company. And when I tell people I want to do interior design, they be like, oh my gosh, like you want to decorate, you know what I'm saying? No. If I wanted to be a decorator, I would have told you, I want to be a decorator. Interior design is so much more than just decorating. Like, does furniture and decor play a role in it? Yes, but when I say interior design, I literally mean I'm going to be in your kitchen, ripping up your floor tiles and tearing down your cabinets because I don't like your kitchen and I have a new vision for your kitchen. That's what I mean when I say interior design. It just irks me sometimes when people think that I just want to decorate. I definitely want to start my own company in interior design. And the reason why I want to start my own company is because simply I don't like working for people and I like to call the shots. So yeah. And then eventually, once I find my footing with my interior design business, I want to eventually do exterior design, real estate, all of that. Like, I want to get to the point where I can build my own house on my own land from the ground up the way I want it. So yeah, that's the plan for my career goals. It's a lot, but it's worth it, trust me. Next question is my thoughts on having kids. I don't really think about that. No, I don't think about that at all. Sorry. What are y'all thoughts on having kids? Because I don't think nothing about that. My thoughts on having kids is like this. I personally do not have no plans on having kids. I feel like that is something that I shouldn't even be worried about right now. I'm in college and I'm only halfway through and I'm broke, you know what I'm saying? when I'm gonna be ready to have a kid is gonna be after I graduated college. My business is flourishing. I'm traveling the whole world. I done seen every little state, country, providence I wanted to see. Yeah, maybe then I'll think about having kids, but it's not a thought in my mind right now. I could care less about a kid. There's certain people that I've met and like I've talked to, and they'd be like, oh, I wanna have my kid at 25. Do you even know where you're gonna be at the age of 25 in your life? Come on now. Like, there's nothing wrong with having kids. I don't think that kids are a bad thing, and I don't think having a baby ruins your life. But I do think that if you're not ready, it could be a really bad decision. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. How do you balance editing and vlogging now twice a week, and also going to school and work? How do I balance that? I don't. I just lose my mind every week. Let me stop playing around with these questions. Well, starting with school and work, because that's easy. I go to school Monday through Friday, so I really work my weekends, Saturday and Sunday. 2 days isn't enough for me to pay the bills, so sometimes I work after class. So I like to work after class on Fridays because I only usually have 1 or 2 classes on Fridays. And mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays after class, I like to work because my internship is Monday, Wednesday after class. So that is how I balance school and work. When it comes to like recording and editing, that is a very different story. Like, I wish I could get on here and say like I have a set day to record and I have a set day to edit, but that's just not true. The only thing that's set when it comes to my YouTube is the days that I post, which is Tuesdays and Saturdays. Say we're starting the week on a Sunday. I know I gotta record either Sunday or Monday so I could post Tuesday. Then after Tuesday, I have from Tuesday to Friday to record so I could post on Saturday. That's how I do that. So when it comes to editing, I really just have to like get it where it fit, like get in where you fit in. That's what I do with editing. Sometimes I be editing when I'm supposed to be asleep. Like I be editing at work. I be editing in class. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Especially if it's a class that like, you know, we don't do much in, the teacher don't really lecture too much. I will be in the back of the classroom editing. I edit on the toilet. Sometimes when I'm hanging out with my friends, I be editing. They probably be tired of that, but I do. Sometimes I be editing between classes. I be editing at my mom's house. Like, you really just gotta find the time. If you really wanna do it, you just gotta find the time. And that's what I do, honestly. So when it comes to balancing all of that, I think I have a pretty good balance with my priorities, which is school and work. When it comes to YouTube, that's just something personal for me. I don't look at it as it's not that important. It's still very important to me. That's why I try not to slack and miss no days when it comes to posting. But I feel like I do pretty good balancing that, I think. If I'm not doing good with my balance, somebody please check me and let me know. The next question is, how do you remain financially stable while being a full-time student? That's a really good question. How do I remain being stable? Kind of like what I said for balance. I really plan my work days around my school schedule. You always get your school schedule ahead of time. So I plan my work days around that. Me personally, I feel like if I get at least 3 or 4 days out of the week, that's making enough money for me to pay the bills and do what I need to do. So I will say, being a student, when it comes to being financially stable, you really just have to know what works out for you. First, I will say you need to have a job that is very lenient with students when it comes to their school schedule and their availability. That's something you definitely want to do. Yes, school is important. Getting to class is important, but getting the bills paid is just as important. So you just got to find what works for you and definitely work around your school schedule, but give yourself time to sit down and do assignments, because it's one thing to just go to class and then go straight to work, but you still have to get your assignments done. You know what I'm saying? So what keeps you motivated? Y'all asking me to dig deep inside within to find the answer to these questions. I will honestly say what keeps me motivated is the fact that I cannot settle. I like nice things. I have very high expectations, and the only way to get there is if you do what you need to do, knowing that like I'm the oldest. I have siblings. I need to set a good example for them. And also, I know where I want to be in life. And I know you can't get nowhere by just sitting down waiting on hopes and dreams. Nobody else is going to hand anything to you. Anything out here you want, you need to go out there and get it yourself, or won't nothing be acquired. Like, you won't get anything. And I also will say my mom is a really big part of my motivation. Like, I watch my mom move a mountain by herself. So, baby, I'm gonna be moving mountains right along with her. I can never get a straight part. Ridiculous. I hope y'all are trusting the process, because that's all you can do at this point, is just trust the process. Next question is advice on having 0 friends. This is a really good question for me, because when it came to high school, I did not have no friends. Like, when I first started high school, freshman year, I had a little clique of friends, but that didn't last too long, because y'all know how people are in high school. So yeah, but after, I would say, 10th grade year, when COVID hit and we went home and never came back, that's when I really started to lose friends and lose touch with people, because I just started working. I picked up 2 jobs, and when they were like, oh, y'all can come back to school in person, I didn't go back. I stayed virtual. So I really didn't have much friends. I just had my best friend at the time, and yeah, that was it. I would say it gets lonely, but let me ask you this. Would you rather be lonely, or would you rather sit around a group of people who don't really like you? Or you don't really like? No. And if you say yes, you're weird. So I just feel like if you don't have friends, don't feel like you're missing out on something, because 9 times out of 10, you're probably not missing out on nothing at all. I would just say find something to do productive. I was making bank, and I bought a sewing machine, and I taught myself to sew. Like, find stuff to do with your time, because people are not gonna be there regardless. Like, friends, family, it don't matter who it is, people are not always gonna be there. I had to learn that, because I'm the type of person who really don't like being alone, and sometimes I still be catching myself getting in that mood, like, dang, like, I need somebody to hang out with. I'm bored, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit by myself and be by myself with my thoughts, but sometimes you really need to do that. Like, it's really good to be able to sit by yourself with your thoughts. The best advice I could say for having no friends is invest in being your own friend. That's my advice. What is your opinion on private versus secret relationships? Well, if I'm being honest, I feel like, okay, there's a big difference between secret and private, of course. If somebody is keeping you a secret, you need to leave. You need to leave. I'm sorry. A private relationship, I would consider a private relationship just one where everybody is not in your business, and not necessarily everybody knows who y'all are with, but they know y'all are with someone and you are off the market. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like a private relationship is. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like people be nosy, and a lot of the times they just be in y'all business to stir stuff, you know? The light died in the middle of me doing what I was doing. So just know I'm investing in a new light, because I'm over this. Spill the tea on your first kiss. Y'all are messy. Your thoughts on K-pop? I don't listen to K-pop, but from what I heard, it's not for me. It's just not my cup of tea. The best food, in your opinion? The best food, in my opinion, is oxtail and lamb chops. My palate is very small. I'm a picky eater, so I don't eat too many things. I don't go outside my comfort zone. But oxtails is something I grew up eating, because that's what my family like to eat. So I been knew I love oxtails. But lamb, my first time trying lamb, I said, oh, why did I not eat this before? I love lamb chops and I love oxtail. That's the best food that was ever concocted and put on this little green earth. If you could be invisible for a day, what's the first thing you would do? I can't really see the bottom part of the question, but if I could be invisible for one day, the first thing I would do is go into all my favorite stores and take all the food. I would take all the food, I would bring it back to my house, and I would stock up my kitchen. After that, what else would I do? Probably pick with my sisters. Like, when I know they minding their business, I would probably like throw stuff at them, or like pull their hair, or like slap their face. I would do something to get on their nerves if I was invisible. So don't let me become invisible, because my sisters is gonna hate me. My brother too, he gonna be mad. No, I have one more, but this one is not really a question. It says, I hope you don't have any single insecurity, because you are a very smart, good-looking, beautiful, sweet, gorgeous, enchanting, adorable, intelligent, pretty, awesome, kind, stunning, mesmerizing, soft-spoken, lovable, graceful, welcoming, and inspiring. And your aura is very incredible. And once again, it says something else at the bottom, but I can't see it. So thank you. That was very like heartwarming, actually. I didn't even know I was all of those things. I am enchanting. I am mesmerizing. I'm soft-spoken. Actually, I don't think I'm soft-spoken. I think I'm loud, aggressive spoken, but in a good way. But thank you. My heart goes out to you, because that was very sweet. That is it for the questions, and that is all for my hair, because I don't think I'm gonna do nothing else to it. I was gonna hit it with the blow dryer, like on cool air, but okay, y'all, that is all for this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't seen last week's video, tune into that. It's the first day of class vlog, and stay tuned for Saturday's video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff, and Tasia is out.